Welcome everyone to Price Action Live at TradesPost.
Tom, one sec. Your microphone is inaudible. We need to take out the the background reduction.
Oh, let me see 1 second. Testing 1, 2. This is any better?
No, it still sounds like it's completely muffled.
What about this? Is this better?
There.
Oh, it's the music that's doing it. Okay.
Okay. We'll try it again.
Yeah.
No, we're messed up again. Sorry, now you're muffled.
Crazy. All right, but now it's fine.
Yes.
Speak this way. Huh,
Okay.
I guess the music is messing up. All right. Welcome everyone to Price Action Live at TradesPost for November 19th, 2025. I'm one of your traders, Tom Hartman, alongside Mike and Q Sniper Christensen, co-founder and CSO of TradesPost. Up to 4 days a week at Price Action Live, we trade in front of you using the advanced trade execution engine known as TradesPost, the epic software that upgrades your trading. Whether trading stocks, futures, options, or crypto, TradesPost has got you covered. Today's stream is brought to you by BluSky, the best-in-class prop firm that offers same-day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. Visit BluSky.pro and sign up for your first prop firm account today and trade futures like never before. That's BLUSKY.pro today. Mike, you're a BluSkyer. You're a BluSkyer now.
I am a BluSkyer now. I'll show you guys what I signed up for. Good morning, Aventura. How you doing, man? So I went and picked the premium evaluation plan last night and used their 30% off code. It looks like this one is fairly straightforward. They have a 30% consistency, $3,000 profit goal. I always buy the 50K accounts. I find the ratio of the cost of the account relative to the size of the first payout is what I'm looking for. When I look at accounts, I think about the risk to reward of the cost of the account relative to the first payout, and that ratio is sort of my risk to reward ratio. It doesn't matter if the profit goal is $9,000 if the distance between the cost and the first payout is really small, then it's not really worth it because I have so much distance to go. Plus the cost was so high. So I want a nice payoff for the cost. And I think BluSky has a really good first payout. Effectively, you're able to take a percentage of your first profit goal once you hit 3 after passing the evaluation. And then you can take daily payouts after that. So I'm excited about this one. I want to see how this one goes. Just started it last night, so I'm right at the 50K line.
Awesome. I'm still on Top Step here. Enjoy my Top Step account. I like my evaluations. Like carefully going through and
evals
proving
for
to
me.
myself I could do it.
Yeah.
What's fun is that the I just find that I'm going to blow accounts, and so let me just get all the blowing of the evaluations done. It's sort of like if I know I'm going to go on tilt, if I'm going to be FOMO trading or whatever, I just switch to an eval account, trade that. I don't have to worry, and then I move to my regular one.
I've heard a lot of people doing that. Like once they get locked out, they decide, okay, I made my profit for the day. They just go and tinker with an eval to try to get closer to the goal there. And I think that makes some sense, but then again, me, I'm trying to decide, I'm trying to do those emotional checks all the time. Am I trading in the zone or am I about to flub? So I think I would just flub the eval.
Right. Well, I treat this so much like playing a video game. I mean, I don't even play video games anymore because I trade now. And I'm not a speed runner. I'm not some big Twitch streamer or anything like that. I know I need enough lives. I need enough shields. I need enough in order to get through the battle. So to me, having eval accounts and having my funded accounts or whatever, mixing and matching them, feels like I have my health potion, feels like I have my shield, and I could go in, I could parry and all that sort of thing because I'm fighting against myself. So I know, I'm winning. My lower brain is winning. Let me switch to an eval account and let me play over there. Oh, I'm doing better. Let me upgrade to my funded account. But that might also just be rationalization. I could just get good and just be funded, just trade the funded account.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, whether you're trading evals or funded accounts, there's a requirement for consistency that it doesn't that apply to all of these accounts and all of the efforts to getting to payouts. And I think that's sort of the lane that I'm trying to stay in for myself, because I've just done the stats on all the lost accounts, and you know how many lost accounts I have this year. It's been rough. I'm in a hole that I want to dig out of, and the only way that I seem to be getting there is just consistently trying to manage my positions and manage the risk, and not like deviating from that plan. Because the moment I deviate from that plan, or I try to go larger, or I try to chase the price, is the moment that it's all gone, because there's such a tight amount of margin to work with.
Right.
Aventura already in a short right before the open.
Same here, Aventura. I do not wait for the open. Am I still quiet to you, Mike, Peter, and
a little bit
yours?
better now. Yeah, I think you dialed it up just now, or did something change?
I switched to a different mic. Let's see if you hear me better.
Got it. Yeah, that's looking like a smart short here. As I'm looking at the 2-hour chart, it looks like what was once support has now become resistance. We've rejected off of this EMA line just a little bit here, and starting to push below the R1 band that I have printed on the chart. So I think from here, we might come back down and test 24,382, which was yesterday's low. And we could go even lower than that, down to 24,244 again. The 244 zone is right in the major S2 band on the daily chart. Now, as you recall, I've been measuring out the regression trend on the daily chart since April 7th of this year. And we're just now touching that area that could serve as support. We could see bulls step in this area, and the trend continues, and we keep moving upward from here. But if we start to break this structure right here, that's where I think a real pullback is inbound. We're only drawn down about 7.5% right now. And that drawdown, I think, is not really meaningful yet. When we start to break a 10% drawdown in NQ and beyond 15%, I think that's when we maybe see a real shift in the regime here. What are your thoughts, Tom?
Yeah, that's my problem. When we're in a level where I could see it breaking, that we're bottoming and we're going to head back up from here, or that we could break significantly lower down.
Yeah,
I find there's no trend to take. Like, I'm a trend trader and I cannot find a trend there.
Yeah.
And so I could literally make the case for either way, because the dollar is breaking higher, but not like substantially higher, just continuing in its upward trend. We have, so we have the dollar here. Yeah, still breaking out. It's still in bullish trend. And so that's bearish for equities. We have oil falling, so that's recessionary. We have gold still in the sideways chop. And then Bitcoin is like below its yearly average, which to me means, bear market, or at the very least, we have to wait for some heroic rise back up. So because I could see either happening, I feel like I have to be scalping now. That's what I'm going to be trying today.
Yeah.
I'm going to be trying to scalp, because otherwise I end up in these trends in the overnight where, the run up was amazing, and then I gave it all back. Run up was amazing, give it all back, no matter which direction I choose.
Right.
Today we have Nvidia after the bell.
Yeah, that's the big one.
I know it's up pre-market right now, but it was down yesterday like almost 3%, and it's only up like 1.5% or something like that. So even the market doesn't know what to do with that.
Okay, right out of the open here, it looks like a little bit of a bearish candle, but then buyers are stepping in. There was a small gap that I'm going to ignore because it was just too small to be a real gap, price gap. It's also a little less volatile this morning than it has been in previous sessions. So initial ATR came in at 43, whereas yesterday's open, the first candle there was 134 points. So that's interesting to see. Maybe the waters have calmed a little bit. Where do we have VIX at this morning, by the way?
Oh,
yeah, it's come down slightly to 23. So still good. An interesting spot to be in. Anytime the VIX gets below 20, things can be A little boring, but price action could be fun today. All right, so we're just now testing EVUEP on the 15-minute chart here.
Yeah, so which direction to go? It's like, if you're above, oh, you wait for confirmation on the candle, right?
You know me. I got my 6-minute rule. I'm going to wait a little bit here. It pays to follow the rules. I want to stay in that lane. I'm tired of blowouts, Tom.
Oh, wait, I forgot to play the starting music.
Okay, what's the starting music? Wait, do we have metal music for our opener now? Fuck yeah. Did this come out of Suno?
Yeah, right on the Suno.
That's awesome.
Trading starts at 5. Yeah, I love it.
Okay, we're gonna spend an afternoon on this now, like making songs about TradersPost and Suno.
Yeah.
Has anybody used this in the comments here? I'd love to know if you guys have used Suno. Tom and I are musicians from a previous life. I spent time as a musician as a kid. I was also in a band in high school. And once Tom introduced me to Suno and the idea of AI music, I was like, let's check it out. But no, seriously, Suno Studio, super impressive. I've been able to take clips that I made, little riffs on guitar that I made when I was in my 20s, and create entire songs from them. It's freaking amazing.
That's right.
Aventura says mosh pit activated. Let's go. Now we're talking.
I had like a jazzy version and whatever. I was like, when I'm trading, I am looking for a head bomb, and then I do not want
You're not
jazz.
wrong. Yeah, when I don't do live streaming, I usually have a pretty metal playlist playing at any given time. Yeah, Suno V5 is epic. I'm pretty impressed.
You probably find it funny. What I listen to normally for if I'm working, what I want is the saddest music ever. I listen to soundtracks and cinematics from sad movies or whatever, because the sadder I am, the more productive I am. So I'm literally sitting here sometimes almost in tears, and I'm just getting so much done.
Tom, who hurt you?
Well, I think I had such a good childhood.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that I need the sadness.
I got you. Well, it's probably less psychopathic than me. I like just pure white noise when I need to stay in the zone and I need headphones on. It's sort of like a weird, like I need all the distractions turned off. So white noise is what does it for me.
You'll do white noise like just not to sleep, like just the regular work?
I do it to sleep and I just do it to work. Or if I just need to concentrate and focus, I need all noises eliminated. Wow. Interesting. So a bounce from here, huh? Are we... We're in the third candle now, and I see we're about ready to close above VWAP here. Coming back to test this R1 line at 666. Every day I got to log back in.
I don't know. This whole choppy thing.
I know it.
It's just no direction. Yeah. There's nothing there. There's no trade.
Nothing
Unless
yet.
I take a bigger size and I scalp. I tried scalping now 3 trades right now. All 3 of them failed. All off by 1 tick. I just don't know what to believe here. Bitcoin sideways. Everything's sideways.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to wait a little bit longer. That candle just wicked off a VWAP there. I'm not seeing clean direction yet.
Do we have a gap? No, there's no gap today.
No gap.
All right.
Okay, we're going the other way.
Let's see. All
right, what do we got? 37 points.
I just don't know what to think about the liquidity conditions that we're in right now.
Tom, can we turn that volume down for the music a little bit?
I didn't realize it was like max.
It's having a hard time hearing you now. Also, it's not metal enough.
Right. I'm having a hard time taking a look at I like looking at the plumbing behind what's going on in the bond market, what's happening in repo markets and all that. Yep. And there's just no clear signal as to what on earth is going on. There's definitely stress, but it doesn't seem like anyone knows why. There were bankruptcies, there were bad loans in the summer. Maybe that's catching up. China is having a hell of a time keeping their liquidity up. They're not able to juice their economy the way they expected. But then crash. Then I wish the market would just crash. Just be done with it. Let's get it out and crash.
Yeah,
it's not.
Okay, I put on a long 25 points of take, but it looks like that initial candle didn't rally as far as I wanted. I kind of missed that first candle above VWAP.
Right.
And now it's finding resistance. Let's take a look at the volume profile. All right, so we got a little bit of room to yesterday's point of control, but we're right at this R1 line, which is on the higher time frame. So I could be wrong on this one and be one loss for the day.
What's the point of control level at?
Point of control from yesterday is up here at 733.
733. Okay.
Peter says I have a 3-year-old now, so I'm set. I relate, my friend. Went through the 3-year-old stage twice.
B Blue says he is long.
Long seems correct. Nice bounce off of electronic VWAP on the 15-minute chart. Nice bullish candle from the open. This is a support zone that seems to have chopped around this zone overnight as well. And again, as we've been paying attention to on the daily chart, this was the bottom range of the regression trend that could serve as support from here as well. Could be a little bit of anticipation about what Nvidia's earnings are going to be today. I got to get these guys on my watch list. I want to keep an eye on them throughout the day.
Yeah, I have to believe we're bottoming. I just can't believe we're going to fall much further. Like, without catalysts, I just don't see it.
You know, this is the interesting thing. Somebody posted a quote from, I believe it was Peter. I can't remember who actually said it, but the statement is, more people have lost money anticipating corrections than the cost of the correction itself. Holy shit! That
it's not working.
What's going on here?
There's no trade.
That was crazy. Did you see that wick below VWAP there? I mean, it actually froze my charts there for a second. Yeah, I think everybody got stopped out on that one.
I hate this.
Okay, let's give this a second. Something just happened that felt like a little bit of a flash pullback. A lot of orders just got executed. A lot of volume just came through. I want to actually look at that on the 1-second chart. What was that?
No idea.
About 1,500 M and Q contracts were executed there. Do you see that 1-second candle right there?
Oh, wow. Just enough to wick me out of everything.
That's exactly what happened to me. So I'm down 85 on the big accounts. So I'm gonna I'm gonna try to reestablish, I guess, where I was. But let me give this a second here. That was weird volatility.
All right, time to put 5 minis on and just go for it. Just
go short
for it. No,
You're going short.
No. I'm going long as we did a textbook bounce off of EVWAP or midnight VWAP. So that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
I don't see any direction here. Like, really.
Yeah. People says those wicks do the damage. And Peter has invented the phrase I'm going to say all the time now. John Wick taking everyone out. That's perfect. All right. B Blue got right back in again. I mean,
I went to the bathroom and came back at a loss as AV.
Yeah. How many times do we have to tell you this, Aventura? Get that diaper on and stop going to the bathroom. That's twice now that bathrooms have caused you so much money.
My 3-year-old comes to me this morning, wakes me up and says, Daddy, I have to tell you 4 things. 1, you didn't put me to bed properly last night. 2, you didn't put a diaper on me, so I peed the bed. And I was like, what? That's my fault. It's not my fault.
You're like, take some responsibility for yourself.
You get to clean that up now. Oh, my God.
That's funny. Oh, poor guy. I'm sorry, Aventura. It happens, man. Get ready for the next trade. All right, we'll try it. Let's see what happens.
I get inventory. I lost $500 the last 2 days. Sorry, $500 each of the last 2 days.
I just keep thinking of Idiocracy, where Frito has that lazy boy seat that he's always sitting in, and there's a toilet built into it. I'm
Yep.
like, we need one of those for trading.
No, what I did was, well, that's embarrassing, but I used to play World of Warcraft for basically 2 years straight. And that's where I fell in love with a laptop, because then I could be in the bathroom if I needed to. Never had to stop playing.
Okay, what's going on here? Look at that. Nice.
Are you in a scalp or a trend?
I went trend.
Same here. I'm long.
I just want to keep an eye on it, though. I honestly don't know where we go from here. We've got this resistance from the overnight coming up here. But looking at the higher time frame, this still could be support. I mean, it looks like we spent a long time trying to establish support here.
Yeah.
So I thought this was R1, but it could actually be S1.
Yeah, I could totally see this, that we've bottomed. We did that enough for the last, let's call it 1 session plus 2 overnights. We're good to go. All right, if that's the case, then we can go as high up as my next level up here is 2577 on the 2577 here.
777 or
sorry, 25077.
We're already. Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
And then the next level up is at 25.4, and then the next level up is near all-time highs at 26. 115. So I would love that. I would love, we're done here and we're just going to be trending all the way back up there. I'll take it. That'll get me to pay out for sure.
Yep. BLue, my stop loss on trend following is basically conforming to 3 times the long-term average of ATR on the 2-minute chart. That's a mouthful, I understand. But essentially, I'm always measuring where ATR falls on our sessions using this indicator here. So I look at a short-term ATR and then the 14-period ATR and then a very long-running 5,000 period ATR. And right now, the ATR over 5,000 bars is 24. So what I'm looking to do is just take 3x of ATR as my initial stop for trend. And it's a trailing stop. So as you can see here, my stop has actually gotten much closer to my entry. I'm only about 14 points off now. So it is automatically just moved into closer to break even for me. And I'll just let that trail. And the thinking behind that is that I want to take enough of a standard deviation from ATR that I don't get stopped out immediately and it continues to trail, so that even if I walk away from my machine, I'm still going to get a pretty decent trade. But at any point, especially with trend following, I don't want to get out of the position until there's a bend in the end. The trend is your friend until the bend in the end, as they say, right?
I used to think it was so cheesy until you realize, nope, it's an axiom.
That's what it is. That's trend following. We got to stay in as long as possible. And look at that bar now. 15 minutes. We haven't even closed yet. 11 seconds to the close of this bar. Is that resistance, or are we going to see a continuation here?
I'm just going to stay in this, because if I get out, I'm going to look to get back in and give up all my gains. So that's it. Let's just see what this does today.
Yep. Yeah, no problem, BLue. Yeah, take a look at ATR. It's a pretty decent measure of volatility. Not a perfect measure, of course. A little bit easier, or a little bit better of a measure would, of course, be standard deviations of price movement. Bollinger Bands are pretty helpful in that regard. But ATR is a pretty simple indicator that at least gives me the size of the candles over a long-running average. Again, you're going to get different numbers depending on what time frame you're on, of course. The 2-minute chart is a very low time frame. And that's great. I have lots of friends and lots of people who've done very well with ICT concepts. And I've spent a lot of time studying technical analysis. I've gone through the CMT program that professionals go through for technical analysis as well. What you'll find is that it's all variations of pretty much the same thing. We've been talking about different ways to look at price action and different ways to measure it since the 1970s.
I love that people have started, well, no, maybe I just noticed, they've started naming their own patterns.
Sure.
their own candles. So, who was it? Baines, they were talking about boner candles. It's like, okay, Linda Rashke, she has her terms for candle patterns, and
Sure.
I find it's easier because you're not like, you know what that means to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you could call that move.
You know, one of the guys that I had read about through the program was this guy Bukowski, and he has a website that he put together called the Pattern Site. If you're interested in the analysis of all kinds of different patterns in markets, he's studied everything, and he gives you all the statistics of every time it shows up, how often it's successful. This is probably one of the most robust analyses of chart patterns ever recorded. And I'm actually kind of just waiting for somebody else to take over this type of project, because I think Bukowski's like in his 70s now, and somebody needs to do another version of this database where everything has been recorded, every event has been recorded, and the history of it is available to everybody, because eventually Bukowski's not going to be running this site anymore.
Well, I'm feeding that to AI.
There you go, thepatternSite.com.
Yeah.
All right, so far so good. Up a couple $100 across all the accounts. My new BluSky account is doing well now. Up 456 on that one.
Oh, nice job. I'm still down for my overnight, but let's see if this eats into it. Now, okay, the big resistance here is the weekly VWAP.
Thank you. That's 24. What I was just about to say. Yep.
So that's dangerous.
I got that at 802. Where are you at?
819.
Okay, because again, we're on different time frames. So I did. This is another thing where it's like, you know, our tools are always a potential risk as well. I updated Windows 11 to the most recent, and since I updated, I'm having some sort of weird choppy lag with my graphics processor, where every couple minutes or so, my entire screen will freeze and then catch up. And that's starting to drive me crazy. I got to figure out what's going on there. Oh, wind blows.
Wind blows.
D-Blue says Claude can do it. You know, I don't know. Maybe. The nice thing about Bukowski's work is he basically hand recorded every single pattern he ever saw on major instruments on the charts. And so the data is, you know, sort of human reviewed for every single pattern. And I think it's extremely thorough analysis. I'd be curious about how well Claude could really do that kind of analysis.
Challenge accepted.
Here we go. D-Blue says you need a Mac. That's the issue, dude.
Yeah, when will you upgrade to a Mac?
Never. Steve Jobs can suck it.
Oh, look at this move.
Let's go.
I want so much momentum. I'm going to just breeze past that weekly VWAP. Just don't even pause to look at the scenery. Just go for it. Yeah, I was actually using ICT trading techniques for a while, but then I just found nothing really beats VWAP, and just basic candlestick patterns, you know, to get a sense of what the buyers or sellers did in that candle. Yep. After that, if you're trend following, you don't really need ICT in the same way.
Peter's very mad at my comment on Steve Jobs.
Oh, Peter is, I mean, you know, he wants to know about the Apple rumors before they even hit the internet. This guy is looking at Chinese websites.
So are you guys buying the Dr. Seuss Thinid that they're selling as well? The little pouch?
It's like $150 for like a scarf pouch for my thing.
A scarf, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's the response I expect from you.
I mean, nothing says status like a horribly designed, highly expensive Apple product.
Exactly. Okay, point of control for the day just moved up to where we are right now. So that's an important volume area to pay attention to.
Oh wait, the port of control. Shoot, maybe I got that wrong. I thought port of control was set the previous day.
You have today's point of control, which is coming from the session profile by monitoring buckets of volume across this range of price. And as volume changes throughout the session, the point of control can move. But then we can also use yesterday's point of control as an indication of where resistance might show up.
I see.
Right now, this is the current point of control, which means we just found an important zone on the chart. And buyers or sellers are going to fight here for a second, but it looks like buyers are going to win. Let's go. So we're about ready to touch the weekly VWAP now.
Is there news? Did we miss news today?
I don't know.
Because this feels like a news move.
This feels like a news move.
Yeah.
But it also looks like we're just starting to confirm support here off of this consolidation that we've been looking at overnight.
I'm hoping that the Nvidia earnings leaked and we're getting hedge funds front running it. Let's
throw the conspiracy theories in. Let's do it.
Please. I want there to be I'm not against market manipulation as long as I'm benefiting from it.
100%. Or I'm the one creating the manipulation. Which, in today's day and age, with how much liquidity is in markets, good luck. I don't think it's very, very hard to move markets these days.
Except with the option space. This is
true.
My series of that I've been doing at night here for Sacred Profit is hitting on this exact thing. And yesterday I talked about zero DTEs. And we've been having these events. One actually happened a little while ago where one hedge fund can buy 5,000. They could sweep the book and buy like 5,000 zero dated options and take all the options off the table. So that what happens is that the market makers have to hedge now they're forced to sell futures or the stock, and they have to sell a ton of it in order to match the gamma from the options that are purchased. So you can get like a 2% down move like that. Because it's just one player who buys all the options on there, forcing the market makers to sell billions of dollars. It's crazy.
That is interesting. And you consistently remind me how important the options market is to watch.
All right, one trade down. That trade was 322. Okay, that ate into my loss.
So doing pretty well here. I'm up 814 on the BluSky, about 540 on some of the other accounts, 813 on one of the take profits. Mixture of P&L here, but up across the board.
All right. So I've been experimenting with larger position sizes, just one extra micro as a
same here.
add in the trend.
Yep.
And it does wonders. Now that I've had enough of that, because when you were doing your whole, I want to do 100 trades following this specific pattern with the lowest amount of micros, I was like, okay, let me try that as well. And it just completely changed the game for me. Yep. But I think I've learned now when to add in. So I'm experimenting with that because Mustang Trader, he swears by it. And I go, okay, some of these moves, like I know if I have an idea where this trend is going and I'm going to risk $50 again and again and again, I might as well just go ahead and take that position now.
Yep, agreed. Somebody asked if we have a discount code for BluSky. They have the one that they've published on their website at the moment, which is the use 30. And that is the one that 30 off is the current code. And that'll get you 30% off any of the premium evaluations. But remember, we got Black Friday coming. Everybody's doing discounts. So, and wink, wink, so is TradersPost. So
that's right.
We got our promotion to start working on, Tom.
Yeah, Peter's already on it.
Cool.
All right, if we're going to pull back here, I'm looking for a pullback to 24,778 to add to my trend.
You're going to add to it. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I see we've broken the weekly VWAP now. We have a single candle above it on the 2-minute. It looks extremely bullish on the 15-minute chart. And of course, looking at the 2-hour, that looks like we confirmed support here. But where do we go from here? The next R1 for me is actually up here at 25,164.
164. Yeah. Funny. I'm at 2564.
All right. So if you guys don't know, what's nice is I'm not even paying attention to any of my accounts because I have risk controls built into all of them. So if I hit max profit on these accounts to stay within my consistency score, it'll automatically liquidate itself. But man, I'm just going to let this thing go. BBlue says, I'm already paying you guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it when you pay us. But do know that if you upgrade your account or do an add-on or make a change to your account in any way, you're able to apply existing coupon codes during that stage. So it's a good opportunity to upgrade and add some extra features to your account as well.
Alrighty. Well, I'm like looking at Donald Trump's Twitter. I'm like, what came out? What happened? What is happening here?
The Epstein files were released, and it turns out no one's implicated in anything. No one's done anything wrong ever in the history of the United States. And so it's all bullish from here.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I might not even get that pullback. Oh, so what do I have to, what would convince you to move from a 2-minute chart to the 5-minute chart? Is it too slow? Because the 5-minute has been like, I'm on the 5-minute. It just, I don't get any of the, it's not giving me any heart palpitations. I don't get any FOMO. I look at 5-minute and the 15-minute, and I just stare at the one when I'm in a trade. And I found it to be super useful for actually confirming a breakout or something.
Well, maybe my first question is, do I seem like I'm having heart palpitations? Or...
no, but you'll be calm, cool, and collected, and you'll be lower brain. I'm like, hey, what's happening?
What are you doing over there?
Yeah. Oh, I'm in a trade. Yeah. What?
No, I think the 2-minute is basically just a way for me to understand a magnified view of price action, but the trade itself has to have confluence with a trend I'm observing on the 15-minute and the 2-hour chart. So in my mind, I'm not really trading the 2-minute chart. I'm trading the average of 2 minutes, 15 minutes, and 2 hours. And if there's good confluence about where direction seems like it can go from here, that's the trade I'm taking. I think it's fair to say that one thing that has helped me is that once I'm in the trade, I try to watch the trade from the 5-minute or 15-minute chart. And I do like the 5-minute chart more than 15-minute. We're about ready to get to a point where I would say this is overbought and I'm ready to take some profits. And that would be based on the 5-minute chart, not the 2-minute. So is it fair to say that I kind of do all of it? Like,
sure.
I'm on all the time frames.
When I'm on tilt, I end up going long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. That's why I lose so much.
Yeah, same.
Oh, so you go back and forth on that? Okay. And if I do that, if I'm looking at the 1 minute, then
I see.
I get convinced and I just reverse.
I don't think it matters if I'm on the 5-minute or the 2-minute. If I'm on tilt and I'm chasing trades, it's going to cost me regardless of the time frame. The danger or the risk there is me, and that's why my emotional check at every trade is so important to me now, because I'm trying to figure out if I'm about ready to start chasing trades again.
Understood.
What a candle. Look at that, guys.
It has to be a leak. There has to be some sort of thing. This is
amazing.
This is a move.
This is a very good move. I don't see R scores this strong at the open very often, but the Pearson's R on this regression trend right now on the 2-minute chart is 98. Nope, just moved up to 99.2% or 99.2.
Wow. That is a straight line. Watch it just give the whole thing up.
People says, wish every day was this easy. Totally agree with you. This is amazing trend. I'm not even going to touch this trade, by the way. The beauty of my trailing stop is it's already moved up to that second candle behind. My trailing stop is at 844 right now, which is exactly where I would get out. I'm just going to let this automate its way to the top.
All right. Well, same here. So let's leave it where we are while we're all up and happy. I hope, AV, you got to recover some of those some of the loss from earlier on. I know I just got up to.
I'm hoping that he took an automated trade after we closed above VWAP. Aventura, you got to update us, buddy.
Yeah, that'd be great. I did reach out to him, so I hope you're going to be able to come on the show and and trade with us live. And that's an open invitation for anyone here. If you guys want to come on, we're happy to have you here. So we're going to be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for even more trading. And if we're lucky, the trend is going to continue. Mike, anything else you want to say before we leave it be?
Oh, look at that. I hit max profit on the BluSky account today. There we go.
Yeah. Awesome.
Might even hit it on the take profit here in a bit.
Excellent.
All right. No, I'd say I hope everybody's done really well on the trade here this morning. This is insane. This must be anticipated Nvidia news. That's the only thing I've got out of this.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. And so before we leave, just one more time, I want to hear the I want to hear our tune. Happy trading, everyone.
Cheers, everybody. Have a good one.